I started my Mary Kay business, I think for extra shopping money. Like I was a new mom, I had a baby at home, and then like overnight, my husband became ill. My schedule needed to work around taking care of him. And when he got sick, I needed to make money, but I needed to be able to put my family first. Several years later, I was diagnosed with stage 3 breast cancer. And I think one of the big themes through my time in Mary Kay has been that this business has given me hope regardless of the circumstances. I'm Julia Crowley, and Mary Kay just fits my life. I truly believe that every family needs a side business. And that became really apparent to me when I was sick because it allows families to be able to prioritize what's really important for them. I have boys. They're not into the makeup. That's why I do Mary Kay, so I can have some girliness in my life. My children see me working all the time. They've learned a lot from my Mary Kay business about how to have your own time management, what it looks like to be in charge of your own schedule. They see my goals on the wall. I think that in Mary Kay, you get to really create a business that works for you, and it looks differently for everybody. Like Mary Kay Ash said, if you work this business when you can't, it'll work for you. The best thing for me that's come out of Mary Kay is the friendships. I really prayed that God would give me women in this business, other sales directors who I could learn from and share with. And Mary Kay has opened the world to so many of those amazing women. One of the things that means so much to me is getting to be a Mary Kay Ash Foundation ambassador. So that really became important to me after my diagnosis because I love getting to do my part to support the foundation. To be part of a company that's focused is about enriching those women's lives, making them fuller. It's why I'm excited to share it with so many other women. I have been healed and healthy. And so my favorite part now is that I get to work this business around my family. I am a mother of 2 boys, a wife of an amazing husband. I am an entrepreneur. I am a breast cancer survivor. I am a blesser of other women. I'm alive.
Hey, everyone. Okay, let's see here. We are adding everyone to the stage. I'm so excited that you're here. Okay, I am going to stop that one. Hey, it's April Thompson, and I am so excited to have my mom, Candy Jackson, with me here today. And this is just such a treat. She hasn't been on one of my lives on YouTube that I'm aware of. And so this is really special. So we're doing mother-daughter, and there have been so many people complimenting her skin and like, what are you doing? It's just so amazing. And she has super sensitive skin. And something I share at almost every appointment is that how amazing it is that even with her super sensitive skin, I mean, she was using rubbing alcohol because everything else would break her out. And like, that's like a no-no, right? So Mary Kay has been so transformational. And since you've been asking, what does she do with her super sensitive skin to look so amazing? And so, and I just love, thank you so much, Chanel, for joining us. You are so great. I appreciate you. And so I just am so thrilled that she is here. Now, you guys, you've got to bring it home for me big time, because not only is she the reason I'm also in Mary Kay, and so that video was very pertinent, but she is celebrating her anniversary on January 31st for 29 years. So you guys, can we bring in all the love for my mom, Candy Jackson, National Sales Director Emeritus? Okay, and here we go. We are going to add her here. Whoops. Sorry. Yay, here we are. Mom, thank you so much.
Yes, yes. How fun is this? This is great. No makeup, no nothing. Very tasty.
She is so brave to be here so that we could see her from bare face to ready face, okay? Because you guys, it's all about the self-care, you know. Okay, so I was listening to the $1 Million Message. the other day. It's a call line that we do for training, and the gal on it was going to the chiropractor. She said her chiropractor said basically no women come to their chiropractic appointments in December because they're putting everybody else first. And in mid to late January, it's like they all start being like, okay, I need to take care of me again. And so you guys, I am so excited to be here, and that this is part of the business, is that we actually get to take care of ourselves, fill up our cup so we can fill up other people's cup and help them also. And so my mom is going to be sharing what she does to fill up her cup in the self-care realm. So thank you so much.
You are welcome. Wow, this is such a privilege and an honor. It's always great to share with others. And like April said, self-care is important. I remember back when I didn't do much of that. It was rubbing alcohol in the morning, rubbing alcohol at night, a little lipstick, a little mascara, and I was out the door. But after I had my first facial I signed up on January 31st in 1995. I thought, man, this could be something I could share with other women. I felt so amazing. And I realized that that was okay to take 3 minutes at night, 3 minutes in the morning to take care of my skin. And that would reflect into my family and how important it is to take care of yourself. So I'm going to just share with you real quick my routine because I do have very sensitive skin. So I kind of have a mix and match of Mary Kay. My main product is the Voluform because I absolutely love this product because it reduces the look of deep lines and wrinkles. It restores your skin to a lifted appearance and it recaptures that youthful look. So I call it aging backwards. And what I'm going to start with just real quick is about a quarter size of the Voluform cleanser. And this is going to revitalize, renew, and moisturize my skin so that I can then go to the next step. And I'll share those steps with you. So first off, let me go ahead with the Voluform. And how I do it is just real simply, I stand at the bathroom sink. And I remember when I had my first facial that Irma, my recruiter, the one who shared with me, when she dropped off a $18 reorder for April, and was brave enough to come in the house as I wrote the check, because that's how you paid back then, either cash or check, and just asked me a little bit about myself. So when she asked me about having a facial, I went, oh, no, I can't do that. That's going to take too long. She goes, oh, no, it only takes a few minutes in the morning, a few minutes at night. So here's my little quarter size. I'm going to go ahead and just dip it into the water. I would normally get my hands a little wet in the sink, and I just simply go in an upward, outward motion. Okay. And I usually use both hands. So I'm going to do that here. Up and out, very gently, as you all know, because our skin has elasticity that you do not want to break down. You don't want to push on it. You don't want to pull on it because gravity is going to do that already. So you always want to go up and out. And I could keep doing this forever. Like when I'm in the shower, I turn with my back to the spray and I just go up and out for the longest time that I can, because I think the longer I do it, the less wrinkles I'll have, right? So, so then I go ahead and I, rinse off in the sink. And I do something that when Irma said to use a nice warm washcloth at night, because I was all about the time, I gave her the biggest objections. Irma, I don't have time to do this. I'm a working mom and all this stuff. She goes, do you have 3 minutes? And so she said, when you go up in the bathroom at night, I want you to just imagine that you are the queen for the day. And I want you to take that warm washcloth, put it on your face, and just leave it there for a few seconds. Just feel the warmth. Let it open up your pores, wipe everything off, and then I'll probably have to re-dip again. So hold on just a sec. Okay. So that changed my life, because then I became this I had an addiction to thinking of my warm washcloth. So whatever kind of day I had, I'd go, well, at the end of the night, I'm going to get to put on my warm washcloth and feel like like a queen for the day. And so it just was such a beautiful image I had of thinking of going back upstairs to my bedroom at night after a long day, good, bad, or indifferent, however it went, and just making sure that I got all my, my foundation was basically all I was using at that point with my rubbing alcohol. And I did have a moisturizer I used. But now I just do that, let my face dry a little bit. And it just changed how I felt. I slept better. I felt my morning started better. And I just felt so fresh. Plus, once you reach your mid to late 20s, I mean, even in my early 20s, you're kind of checking, do I have any crow's feet? What's going on here on my skin? So you really start becoming more aware of the fact that our skin is aging all the time from, the teens when we start losing collagen. They always say, what, 15, 16 years of age is when you start losing collagen. So once that dries, and I know we need to keep this moving, so I'm going to try and do the fan dry here. I did have a little lookbook here. Let me see if I can grab something. The lookbook's too far away, so I'll just grab this. And at our facials, when I used to do them, the facials on the go, I would just take their lookbook and say, okay, let's just fan yourself. Just fan yourself. Keep smiling. Just enjoy this moment of pampering, because it really is a moment of pampering. Okay, so once it's dry, which mine is almost dry, we're going to do the lifting serum. And the lifting serum tightens the appearance of sagging skin and gives your face this lift. Again, it's the aging backwards. I can look at my skin closely in the mirror, before I put this on, and I'm like, oh, I see a little fine line here and here. And I put this on and it's gone, So I love this. And they say just 2 pumps. So we'll see. I have typically done 3, but we'll see how 2 goes. I was just reading the instructions because if you guys go print this off, I wanted to make sure I was doing it per the instructions on InTouch. And I think that's pretty good. I think I could probably do 2 on my face, and then I'll do 1 up here. And here we go, like this. And because I can't use the eye creams, I have real sensitive eyes with my allergies. So I take a little bit of the firming eye cream and I just gently go around my eye out here because I don't want lines on the outside of my eyes, on where the crow's feet can go. So I want to keep those crow's feet down. And then I go just a little bit into that socket. And here we go. And then you also, that's recommended, as April was just saying, is 2 on your neck and chest, because your décolleté ages faster than your face. They say every line around your neck is like the trunk of a tree. It's 10 years. So I definitely did not want all those lines under my neck. So now once that's dry, I would be, and while it's drying, there was a cream that I could use back in the day. It was called the firming eye cream. It was perfect. I could use it and I would just stipple it. So if you are using eye creams, just stipple under your eyes with that Voluform cream or the firming eye cream. And probably just because getting older too, your eyes change and I might have just gotten more sensitive. So the good news is you can definitely mix and match. Now, after the firming eye cream has dried, then you would put on your normal firming day cream. But what I do, because again, I'm pretty sensitive, I mix and match. I use the botanical moisturizer. And I love this. Now, sometimes when I have a little more time and I'm not trying to do this quickly on this YouTube, I would be spritzing my face, especially in the evening. I love to spritz my face with the botanicals. It's called the botanicals. This is just the refresher. I mean, it's just a freshener. And you just spray it. You're supposed to spray it on a cotton ball or a cotton round. I actually like spraying it on my face, which is a no-no because you don't want to get it in your eyes and all that. But I've never had it in my eyes. But I just love it because it minimizes the pores even more. It just kind of tightens them after a long day. And so when I sleep, I just want it to work in there really well. And then do that firming eye cream at night. Or I mean the firming serum at night. And then at night, while it's drying, I'm going to tell you my other thing that I do at night, which I love. I love, 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 love. Well, these 2 for sure, because I'll even carry a firming serum in my purse. And if I'm just feeling like during the day I want a little pick me up, I'll just put some more of this on. I mean, I can put it right over my foundation. Looks great. Just mixes right in. And then at night, I love the Time Wise Repair Retinol because retinol repairs your skin while you sleep. And some of the things that I love about that, I was just going to read to you really quick. First off, that while this is drying again, that the Voluform complex has the plasmatic peptides, which help support the skin's natural process to help improve the appearance of sagging and wrinkles. It has a skin volume supporting peptide. I love peptides. If the word peptide is in any product, you want to use it, right? It helps maintain that natural um, acid in our skins, the vital component of skin that helps play a role in helping maintain youthful looking skin, that radiancy, that, just that looking alive, not dull, dead skin. And then plant stem cells derived from the gotu kola, which I actually just looked up on YouTube how to say it because that's a new one to me. I didn't know that this had it in it. I just knew that when we used to talk about this back when I was active in Mary Kay, that it's the framework of your skin. So, and then that helps. It's so suitable for sensitive skin, which is why I can use it. It's fragrance free, it's oil free, it's non-comedogenic, dermatology tested, clinically tested for skin irritancy and allergy, suitable for contact lens wearers, suitable for sensitive eyes, and it's just a beautiful product. Okay, so now I feel like my firming eye cream, I keep saying eye cream because we used to say firming eye cream. Like I probably said it a million times in my demonstrations, but the firming serum, lifting serum that we have. But I'm going to put on my moisturizer. I don't need much. Again, about a quarter size. And I carry one of these in my purse because it's what I use on my arms when I go in for my doctor checkups or I go somewhere where my arms are exposed. I have no spots. Everybody always goes, "Gosh, you just don't look your age. Your skin has no spots." Well, this botanical moisturizer is just my thing. I love it. It's very, very yummy on the skin. It feels very good. It's not too much for me. Um, it's like putting on silk. Like if you took silk and you just melted it, and it's just such a silky moisturizer. So if you've never tried the botanicals, please do. I use Formula One because as we get older, your skin dries out. Well, here we go. And again, this helps restore a lifted appearance too. So everything I'm doing is to lift. And again, you want to start this when you're younger. Don't wait till you're my age to find out about this stuff. I was in my early 40s when I started Mary Kay. So, okay, so how are we looking? So looking good. How am I doing on time, April?
You are rocking it.
Okay.
I mean,
All
this
right.
is amazing.
Okay.
Please.
Okay.
This is just awesome.
Okay. So I'm about to do my foundation, but I do have to let this dry just a little bit. Now, the other important thing that I carry in my purse, I have 2 jars of this, one in the bathroom and one in my purse, is this intense moisturizer. Okay. This, if you haven't tried it, and there's also, what's the other one called? The oil-free moisturizer. What's the other one called, April?
The oil-free hydrating gel.
Yes. I love the Intense again because as I got older, my skin got drier. I just stock up on this stuff. I put it on all the time. I'm not going to have time to do it today to get my foundation on, but if I was going to be in front of the public or, do something really important with Mary Kay or an event, I would brush my teeth right now. I might actually even put on a little of my eye makeup. And then I'd go back and put a little bit of this on, and especially the neck area. Actually, I can do that on the neck because this, in fact, when it came out, I remember we were all asking the company when we go to leadership and stuff, what are we going to do with one more moisturizer, And so they said, well, use it for sure on your neck because it's very good for your neck. Again, you want to keep your neck moisturized because it's exposed. It's the one thing, unless you're wearing sweaters that are like turtlenecks in the winter, this is 100% exposed all year long. You might have a shirt on like this that covers your chest and your décolleté, but even that ages faster because if you're in the sunny weather areas, Arizona, California, Florida, you're going to have exposure to the sun a lot in your décolleté. So you want to make sure you are keeping that moisturized. And I would be using probably the firming serum, the lifting serum on my chest all the time, or what I go to, which is in the roll-up bag that April's going to show you at the end, is I still love parts of the Miracle Set. So I'll take that day solution. In fact, when they were going to revamp the Miracle Set, I ordered enough day solutions back about 13 years ago to last me till I was 100. So I have a box of day solutions. And when people ask me if I have any magic quote, potion or something, I go, well, there is one item that I do use. And so I'll even touch my face up sometimes with that, or I'll put it on after the, lifting serum sometimes. So you can layer. I guess my point is you can layer as you get older, but I'm still pretty simple. I just want to cleanse my face, get my lifting serum on, get my moisturizer on, and get out the door. Special events, I'll add this. Okay, so I think I'm about ready to add the foundation. Now there is a foundation brush, but I just want to be real with you guys. I don't know how many of you take the time to do that. Like if I'm just on the go, which even as a retired national and as a grandma and just doing other things in my life that I'm busy doing, I just still want quick and easy. So I sometimes use the brush if I'm doing a special event, but typically, just taking the foundation. And again, with this, I just start with, just like you all do, just up and out. And I'm looking on the screen here, so it's a little hard. Actually, I have a little mirror here too to see how I'm really doing.
So impressive for your first YouTube live. Seriously. Thank you guys for all the love. I am loving this. And this is just so great to celebrate your 29 years in the company.
Yes.
I love it.
It's you guys, wherever you are on this journey as I'm putting on my foundation, I just can tell you that it's worth it because you're going to go through ups and downs and all around. You're going to go through times that you're thinking this is the greatest thing that God ever created. And there's going to be times you want to put your starter kit in the closet or run over it with the car. There's going to be times that if the phone rings one more time, you're going to go, no, I can't take one more call or whatever, or somebody ghosting you that you're trying to reach. I mean, we've all had that. But that's why it's really important to have your why, the reason that you're doing this. So I'm just going to look over at the real mirror here, see if I'm doing okay. And yeah, I think I'm getting it. So what I do is I do 2 layers. So I do the first layer, and while that's drying, then I'm going to go to my eyes. And here we go. Now I do, because that's what comes in the compact. I have the little, the Mary Kay compact and the little brush and the little applicator. Yeah, I gotta try to hold this up so you can see it because it is backwards, isn't it? Okay, well, how do I do that? Okay, there it is. Gotta go just the opposite of what it seems like I would do. Where's the camera at this? I'm just like all over the place. There you go. There you can see them. Okay. Now, what I'm gonna do though for this, because it's kind of fun, just really quick, is use the brushes. And the Mary Kay brushes are amazing, as you know. They are. I'm going to use the one just to put on, and I use a base because I have to be really careful on the colors. Because my eyes are so sensitive. So I will have to use, I use crystalline. I used to be able to use spun silk, but I don't know, there was something in the spun silk that just made it a little bit harder for me. I'd start to itch a little bit. So I just have to use the crystalline as my base. Some people use, the concealer as their base. That's great too. I have used my foundation as a base. I've done that too many times. So it's just, what's so beautiful about this is that there's no one way. I mean, there are some definite things you want to do to maintain your skin routine. Because even going without cleansing your skin one day, they say is like aging your face 7 years or 7 days for every day you don't wash. Wearing CC cream or some kind of foundation when you go out is really important too, because of all the environmental toxins out there that you want to make sure that you are taking and protecting your skin, because that's, I think, one of the things that has really been a blessing for me is always making sure I protect my skin before I go outside. Because if you haven't put a white washcloth on your car and just leave it for 24 hours and you look at it the next day, you're like, oh my goodness, that is getting on my skin. Okay, so this is almost dry. So now I'm going to put on my eyeliner, which I just use a real basic routine here. So this is just black. And I'll just come over here. Is this okay to be doing it like this on the mirror? Do I need to get a little closer at all?
You're doing perfect.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, just let me know if I need to improve anything here. So the liners I love because they go on so smoothly. And I don't do a lot of liner underneath just because I'd save that for when I'm going to speak or something, but just for the daytime, which this is a Saturday, I just want to have a simple, this is what I do 98% of the time anyway. It's just real simple. And then do this over here. Whoops. Kind of hard to that over there. Get a little washcloth. It's so funny because I usually stand up at my mirror. You know how we all have our special spot on our mirror that we use, our vanity. It's like that's where I go. This is my normal sitting down doing this with my magnifier. So, okay. And then, of course, I'm going to get some mascara on. And everybody has their own choice of mascara, but I absolutely love the Ultimate. The Ultimate is the ultimate for me. It just works because it catches all the little lashes in between. I'm sure the other ones do, but I've tried different ones with Mary Kay, and this is just what I love. And they always say, we got to just kind of wiggle as we go up at the base because all those little hairs you want to catch. Some people just go ahead and start putting it on, but they're not catching those little hairs in between, which actually adds volume because this is a volumizing mascara. So it's really important to just kind of wiggle it as you start to go up, and then put on several. You can put on 1 or 2 coats. Again, we're trying to make this quick. And get that eye and a little bit under here. Hope my mouth isn't falling open too big. You just people with on their mouth. Yeah. When I do the facials, everybody's mouth goes open at this point. And of course, when I'm doing facials, I used to only do the skincare and close out with a little Glamour on the Go, which would have been the mascara and the lips. So, okay. And I usually put an accent color on my eyes too. And I'll do that real quick, just a really quick look on that. And it's good to have a couple mascaras. I mean, some people like, Love Lash, different things, and lengthening mascara, and the different ones. And that is awesome. That's why we have choices, because everybody's lashes are different widths and thickness and spacing in between the little lashes and the big lashes. But I have felt that this has maintained my lashes, because I know as people get older, sometimes their lashes get shorter or thinner. And I feel like the Mary Kay mascara has kept my lashes nice and thick for this age. I'm just doing the quick coat here, and let's see if I can do this one without getting it on me. Again, I'm not used to doing it in the mirror here. Get a little bit on me. Okay. Now back to the foundation. So I'm going to do one more. I feel like it's right. Just going to one more application of foundation. And I can tell the difference because the days that people will go, "What do you use on your skin?" I'm thinking, what did I do different today? And it's usually because I just put another layer of foundation on. Just kind of gives you that finished look, which really, and under the eyes, I do have another little thing that I do, which you probably all do too, which is, what do they call it now? The correcting concealer. April, what do they call this?
Under eye corrector.
Yeah.
Or your regular, they do have, the regular concealer in the different shades.
Yeah. And what I love about this is it does really, we used to use this under our brows and that kind of thing, just a little bit of highlight up there too. But since I did crystalline, I probably don't need that. And this takes away from the darkness. So that's always good too. A little bit in there, right there. And then stipple always under the eyes. Yeah, stipple there, stipple here. Doesn't take long at all. I remember before Mary Kay, and I'd really want a good skincare routine because I really, down deep in my heart, did not want to keep using rubbing alcohol because I knew it wasn't good for me on my skin. But I'd go in for a Clinique facial, where you sit on the stool and they do all this just to experience how somebody's, taking care of your skin. It was so relaxing. But I'd come home and then I wouldn't even know what they did. And I'd go back and that person that did my facial wasn't even there. I'm like, now that she's down in the jewelry department, like you can't get a consultant when you go to the store. Here you get a personalized consultant and you have the online system, which gives you personalized update, color consultation, skin analysis, all those things. Last thing I'm going to do is put on my liner for my lips.
Wow, I just wanted to say that I'm glad you mentioned how the mascara does help your lashes, because everything we have, whether it's for the lips or the face, or like she was saying, how the foundation is good for you. Some people say they don't wear foundation, so they're going to be good to their skin. But ours actually is a layer of protection between your skin and the environment. And
Yes.
even if you're at home, there's the dust, there's the free radicals, there's the lights. Our time-wise and our broad spectrum SPF in the CC cream actually gives you that protection against your blue lights from your devices. We can't, stop using a phone, but we can protect. So, and then like with the lips, there's, oftentimes the vitamin E is in our lips products, and it's only going to be something that helps your body, because they do so many tests every year, at least 500,000 tests a year to keep our product safe. And they have such high standards. They really do. So, and it is 100% money back guarantee too. But we just love that we can offer products that are only going to be good for you.
Right. And on that note, the foundation, when people would tell me, like you said, April, well, I don't want to clog my pores, I don't wear a foundation. And I'm like, well, here's the truth about it. And I'll direct them to the website, or I started carrying around little product information about the foundation, because it actually, the truth be known, is not going to clog your pores. It's non-comedogenic. It's actually going to protect your skin. And when they showed videos at career conference and leadership, and you learn so much at these conferences, and they would show these videos of people's skin, like with a magnifying glass, what is happening underneath before we even see these spots erupt and all these things. It's scary. Like if they watch that, everybody would start wearing foundation, because it is the final protection between you and the ozone layer. And the other thing is that using the sunscreen. So if you aren't using like that's why I use the Miracle Set Day Cream for me, or it's just called, what is it called? The Day Solution is what it used to be called. It had SPF 25. So I use that all the time. In fact, when we went to the pool, I just put an extra coat of that on my face, and my face would always stay non-sunburned. I could be out there for 3 or 4 hours and maybe just get a little bit of color, but nothing that would give me the spots. I mean, I'm not in my 60s, so that tells you that I'm in the next decade. And my skin is just not there. I mean, my skin is still youthful because I've just done the things that the knowledge gave me the power to protect my skin. And that's what we want to pass on to you. As I celebrate my 29th anniversary, next year will be my 30th anniversary. Oh my goodness, that's crazy. And I absolutely love this business. I absolutely love what it does to change women's lives, their hearts, opens up a door for them to have a side business, a big business, a career, a car. So we're here for you. And so how did it turn out? Do I look okay on this StreamYard here?
Oh my goodness.
Color.
Yes.
Cheek color. Forgot about that.
Okay, oh yeah. Seriously, you guys, if you're watching, you're literally watching because I'm here, and I'm here because of my mom. So Mom, kudos to you. Thank you so much, and happy anniversary. It's just so funny how full circle that is. And you guys, 29 years on the 31st. That is so exciting.
Yes.
This is really, really special. So thank you all for, if you're watching live, you're in the live drawing, but if you're watching afterwards, please just comment and, we'll see all the excitement, congratulations. And also in another week, we could have another raffle for anyone who comments until then. So,
Yes.
and thank you for all the hearts to wish her congratulations. And seriously, Mom, wow, that is incredible. Yeah,
And
I can totally see.
oh, good. Because the other thing I was going to say that's really, really funny is the last step I did with my fingers. Did you notice that I put my cheek color on with my fingers because I forgot to bring my applicator over to the table here where I was doing it. But the beauty of that is my friend, National Sales Director Judy Rohde, who, mentored me as I was becoming a national. We'd be in the car going to an event. She'd go, Candy, I need some cheek color. And then she'd borrow my cheek color and put it on with her fingers. And then, oh, I didn't have cheek color that day. She'd go, well, where's your lipstick? Let me put the lipstick on as a cheek color. So, we just make it work as women, right? We are creative and we can do anything. So God bless you guys. This was just a real treat. Thank you, April, for making this happen. And I hope that it's going to be a blessing. And Chanel, it's so good to see you. Yay. Hi.
Yes,
So
we
yes.
had Chanel, Lori, Debbie
Yay.
chimed in for, I don't know if she's still here, and Jerry has been
Yay.
watching. And
Yay.
I'm sure we've missed maybe a couple others, but yeah, so it's very special. And you guys, you never know what your next ask is going to bring into someone's life, because Irma was servicing someone under 18. I was breaking all the rules, right?
$18 reorder.
I had a mom, and my youth pastor had asked to practice on the girls after youth group. And I'm so glad she did. I just stared at that flip chart, that picture of Mary Kay. She went through that thing like it was just, she was just reading and flipping and reading and flipping. And I was feeling amazing. And so I'm so excited that even though when I couldn't follow up with her because she moved and we didn't have her forwarding number, that Irma was the angel to the family that brought my reorder. And she caught my mom, and she just wouldn't stop asking. She never stopped asking her. Once she met her, she just kept asking her, even if my mom canceled to come to an event, because she just, I didn't think I was going to share this much, Mom, but I'm like, how often are we here together?
Right.
Kind of need to make it. So if you are out there and whatever you're doing, if you've asked someone something, just keep asking, because you never know when it's just going to work out. But there's a lot more to that on the consultant side. And if you are a guest here, we just want you to know that giving you a reason to have your self-care time is so worth it, because you are worthy of that. And I know that because my mom started using product that changed her life, then she wanted to share it. And if you couldn't fall in love with the product, you wouldn't be able to move up to national sales director. You have to love the product. And so she was converted from rubbing alcohol and all of that. And it's just, there's a whole lot more to the story, you guys. But I'm just saying, you never know what a difference you make in a person's life if you ask. So whether it's a girl in a youth group or whatever you're doing today, if you're questioning, just go ahead if you thought about it. Okay.
Right. And thank you, April, for mentioning that, because I remember that day when she came over, which would have been probably around January something, when she came, because obviously I signed up on the 31st, but she asked me several times to go to several things. And I was like, oh, sure. I didn't want to disappoint her. And then I would call her the day of the event. Have you ever had this happen? Yes, we all have. And I'd say, Irma, I'm just so tired tonight. I can't go. I'm just, and then she'd go, well, how about the next event? And I say, sure. When's that? Okay. Then I'd say yes again, because I didn't know what to say. You just say yes. So when your guests say yes, because they don't want to disappoint you, and then on the real day, they probably will call and say, I'm too busy. And I wasn't. I mean, I could have made it work. The final time when she said, look, I know you're too tired. That's what you've been saying. I'll just pick you up. You won't even have to drive. You won't have to think, because I didn't want to go to some strange building that I didn't know anybody, right? So picking up your guests, those kinds of things that she did were so impactful. And then the last thing I want to share, April, that you just touched on, is asked, because the 3 questions she asked so nonchalantly as I was writing her the check for $18 for April's products were, "So tell me what you do, Candy. You know, it's the first time I've met you, so just tell me a little bit about yourself. Where do you work?" Well, I told her where I work, Bank of America. "What do you love about that job?" As these simple questions. It took 2 minutes to ask these questions and me answer. And I said, "Well, I love everything about the job." Well, I didn't, because I was already looking at some other opportunities, which were not direct sales, because I didn't think I could sell a thing. I never was able to sell a thing other than Girl Scout cookies. And so, and I wouldn't even hold a party for a friend for Tupperware or whatever, because who am I going to invite kind of thing. So, and then she said, "Well, okay, so you like that?" And she said the key question was, "So if you could change anything about your life, what would it be?" Bam! Drop the mic. She got my heart. What would it be? Well, then I just was so vulnerable, because that was such an open-ended question. I just said, "Well, actually what I would do is I'd have my own business." Bam, drop the mic again. And then she said, "Well, you should think about being a Mary Kay consultant." And of course I said, "Oh, well, I'm looking at my own business, not like a consultant with Mary Kay, because, I need to replace my bank income. And, I'm not the sales type. And we just moved from Oregon last year. I don't know anybody, all the 20 objections." And bless her heart, she said, "Oh, okay. But it would at least be good to hear the facts, because how do you know what you're saying no to? You're only saying no to a perception. So would you at least listen to the facts?" And that's what got me. Bam. And yes, we were going to open a TCBY shop. Yeah, that was my big dream. Yep. We had all the kids. Okay, April was going to do, the book part of the store, and the boys were going to do the yogurt. And, I don't know what Chuck and I were going to do other than just like manage the place. But we actually looked at buying one. We went to the owner. He was selling it. And I said, "How much?" He goes, "Oh, it's about 60,000. I go, "Oh, 60,000. Okay. So, what are your hours like?" "Well, we're open 7 days a week." "Oh, what are your personal hours every day?" "Well, I have to be here in the morning to open and the evening to close. And then we have to hire hourly employees, and they come and go. So you're always hiring people." And I thought, when I got done talking to him, I said, "You did not sell me on this at all." And so my heart was a lot more open to something with $100 investment to get a starter kit and get going with this, and see if it was true that people were really making career kind of income. And I just went to every training I could, every event I could. I listened in the bathroom in the morning when I was getting ready. I listened in the car. My car turned into America University, because again, people think, "Oh, well, you're so good." Well, I had no clue what I was doing. I must have called Irma every time I was going to do my booking calls. I would go, "Irma, okay, so today I'm just not feeling it, but I know I got to do my booking calls. I only have 30 minutes. Can you just like listen to me for a minute?" And then I'd get my voice going and get my mojo going. And then I could make those 30 minutes of calls that I did when I was working full time. So yeah, you just never know who you're going to meet. Divine appointments. And I found out, Irma said to me after I signed up, she goes, "I had been praying for a runner. I'd been praying for somebody who would take this opportunity and really run with it." So that taught me that, what are you praying for? What are you praying for? Are you praying for people that are looking for a business? Or are you praying for somebody that, at all, to join your team, that you could change their life? So thank God that she was praying and that God answered her prayer, because in that respect, it answered mine. So, and April. So thank you for having that facial back with the youth group. I'll start it with you, actually. So how awesome.
Oh, that is so great. Thank you all for all the love and everything. You guys are just, God is just so creative in how he puts it together. But Mom, we can't deny that you always had a vision for something more. You were already a visionary. You were already ready to move into something new. And I just love that you were, at least able to have that first conversation, and God had something to work with. So
Amen. To God be the glory.
Yes. Okay. Well, I did promise a live drawing.
Woohoo!
So now I've got to fill in some names here. Let's get this started. Oh, look at that. Okay. All right. So we've got, I know we've had Chanel on. If we had a top commenter, that would definitely take the cake. Debbie, Chanel, Lori, Jerry. If there was anyone else, please flag me down somehow. Let me share this. Okay. Present. I can totally do this. I am, okay. I think this is the one. About to find out. Okay. That wasn't the one, but that's okay. I can change it. Chanel, Debbie, and Jerry. I said I'm having a drawing no matter who it is. Okay,
right.
Who else? Oh, and Isabel is here. Okay.
Hey.
Okay, that's exciting. Yeah. Okay. Oh, I did share. Okay. So now I need to go back to it. Sorry. We are sharing screens, and that means that things are hiding from me. Sorry. But we got this. School's never out for the pros, right? All right, you guys. So what I have is one of those massage rollers that were limited edition. Those, the beautiful ones that smoothen your moisturizer and your serum to go deeper into the pores, especially if you have a heavy exfoliator. And then afterwards, I'm going to share the roll-up bag and all of that fun, juicy info. Okay, so here we go. Boom. All right. Congratulations, Jerry. Thank you so much for joining us. That is so awesome. Okay. Stop that. Okay. And then here we go. So congratulations, Jerry's going to get a fabulous prize. And so here we go, you guys, with the roll-up bag. Now, what I've figured out here, one thing that my mom didn't mention today, but she does use, is the heavy exfoliating of the microdermabrasion.
Oh, yes. Mm-hmm.
And so that's about 2 times a week for her. Mom, do you use the facial peel? It's in this one right here.
Okay. Yeah, that's my personal roll-up bag. I do use the facial peel too. Yeah, okay. I don't use it as often. You know, it's literally maybe 2 or 3 weeks apart, something like that.
Okay, so you guys, that is like a huge game changer to have that heavy exfoliation, because sometimes you could be moisturizing or hydrating on top of a layer of dead skin. Mm-hmm. Okay, so if you're like, why isn't it working the same or whatever, get some heavy. Sometimes you need to do it a couple of times, and then get it in there. And but talk to your consultant if you have a question, or talk to another consultant if you are a consultant. There's always something different to try, and we have so many people who are available to us to help us. Okay, so I have this beautiful roll-up bag here, which looks like the light is kind of shining off of. We've got some of the repair. We've got the serum and the cleanser in the first pouch here, and we've got the hydrate for the sensitive skin in this pouch, with the intense moisturizing cream and the night treatment from the repair set. Now, remember, we get to customize, right? So I know it may not be just like the box repair set plus, you know, the microderm or something. This is very customized, and your regimen is customizable. One thing I love about being a consultant, I get to change it all the time if I want to. And we can change it for our customers. So if you are someone who needs to customize, if there's a Mary Kay product sitting around not getting used, call your consultant and say, hey, I don't know if I'm using this correctly, or can I trade it for something that works? Okay. Worst case scenario, you know, you get your money back. Okay. Whatever. It's 100% money back guarantee, but you've got to know what your products are doing if they're working for you. So we got those 3 moisturizing products in the second one there. And then we got the facial peel and the oil-free eye makeup remover. Okay. And then we have the daytime defender with sunscreen down here. Okay. Because we got to protect our skin against all the devices, the free radicals, the sun, all of that. Okay. And you know that if you haven't seen it yet, look at this. It just comes together so well. You know, everybody wants one. My brother even still buys them for gifts that his wife can give away because they're so great. And so I just wanted you to know, if you haven't seen it before, it's the dancing bag. You can tear them off on the go. Travel is easy because they can see right through it. All of that. Okay, so what I worked out is, before choosing your heavy exfoliation, the cost of the skincare portion. Hold on a second. I have it. I just worked it all up. Okay. And it must have slipped. There it is. Get excited. Okay. This is real life, y'all. Okay. So we're at $356 for the skincare in the roll-up bag. And depending if you need a new compact for your 2 eyeshadow colors, you know, if you wanted to do like game-changing skincare now, 2024, I got sensitive skin and I'm going to copy Candy's routine. We're talking about $356. And if you purchase that, ask your consultant what the deal is for the roll-up bag. I'm sure there's going to be a special. Okay. Ask her that. And then if you wanted to add, of course, the foundation with the protection, and then your glamour items with the 2 shadow colors, the blush, the eyeliner, and the lip liner, and your lipstick and everything. And then that would be around under 100, depending if you need the little compact and an applicator. Okay. 85 to 100. So are you kidding me? That is amazing, because a lot of these products are 3 to 6 months. A lot of the glamour, depending on what it is, it's a give or take, you know, if it's 3 to 6 months or more. Okay. So I'm just saying, so $356 for your amazing roll-up bag, but ask your consultant for what her special is. Okay. And then 85 to 100, depending if you need a compact or an applicator. Okay. For your glamour. Oh, I can't believe I was just holding up my little chicken scratch there. Okay. So I'm so excited, and okay, I didn't want to miss anything here. But thank you so much for being here. And if you have any questions, please just let us know. Hopefully you gained a tip that might stick with you. Maybe learn something about a product that you haven't used yet. And maybe thought of taking more self-care time for you, because now that it's a month after Christmas, you might realize, gosh, I was putting everybody else first in December. Now it's time to amp it up for my game so I can fill up my cup, be more available for others anyways. Okay. Thank you so much for being here. You are amazing. I appreciate you so much. And God bless you. And thank you so much, Mom. Happy anniversary.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Love you.
Love you. Mwah, mwah. Bye.